Hello, everybody. Welcome. Jamaica Politics Uncovered Late Night. One more program. Well, actually, this is the first program this week, so welcome back. Why? Me no know. Me no know how to take this. Me no know how to take this because if you've watched the upload done earlier today, you would have seen the very shocking. Boy, I don't know. So many adjectives. The very shocking discovery about Mark Golding's dealings over there in the Bahamas. And that came to me after the collapse of his constituency. Guys, you see the universe, it no need no advice, it no need nothing. The universe just work how it works, right? The collapse that took place up at Eventide. And I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about up here. So the collapse that took place at Eventide opened up a can of worms on Mark Golding. He was exposed today, big time, fully. But before we get into it, let's just go ahead and see who they here, and then we'll talk about it. Let me see. Dr. Cup, welcome back. Yeah, look though. Miss Joanne, welcome back. Thank you for joining. Shay, welcome back. I guess the moderator soon come. Yeah, guys. So let me know if you want to see the upload today with the collapse. Miss Marcia, thank you for joining. If you want to see the upload that I did today about the collapse, someone will probably see it from earlier. But the collapse that took place over there in Eventide, it was titled Shameful Discovery. All of you who know over Tarrington Park here, so this entire scheme was Eventide nursing home, old age home. We all know about the fire that took place in 1980, and it was devastating. I think I was 150 women who died, and after that, the whole place became a housing scheme. Very nice, actually. So those buildings that you see right there, those high-rise buildings, they've been there for such a long time. My grandmother's sister lived over here, but she didn't live on this building. She owned her home. Some people in the scheme, they own their home. You have police living there, you have nurses, it's a working class scheme. Working class people living there from them time there. But the building here, it's been there for too long, and you can just look at it and tell that, you know, it can't go no more. It was the grace of God why more people were not harmed. When Omar Davis was there, I don't even think the thought of renovation or upkeep came into play where these buildings are concerned, because they were so busy destroying our economy. Mark Golding was too busy making his billions of dollars. They were too busy mashing up, melting down our financial situation in Jamaica in the 90s. So Omar Davis never really have no time for that. Mark Golding coming there 2017. And by 2017, if he was a caring leader, he would have seen these different issues in the constituency to make good representation on. But he did no such thing, because he didn't come into the politics about that. He came into the politics something completely different. It was all money driven, his pocket driven, what he can gain driven, what he gained driven, and what he still wants to gain driven. That's what it was about. So if the people never started complaining some years ago, saying, listen, sometime we're there and concrete a drop down power. If the people have never start to complain, and so the measly little representation them claim say he make for the people them, he blame the government. Well, this building wasn't no better when PNP was there, I can tell you that. I'm very familiar with over this scheme here. We call over here a site for a long time. You can walk from Benbow Street, come through some whole heap of little shortcut and end up in a site. I remember back in the days over here, so. Back in the days over here, so. Them place here, guys. And my little cousin them a walk right after me left over there. My little cousin them a walk and one of them get shot. I come from upper them granny. I for them granny, my granny had two sisters. But my granny lived down on the Benbow Street. Our sister lived over here. It had become a very rough place, but it's like a cycle. Sometimes it's alright, sometimes not so. I think these days it's alright. A lot of the bad seeds, bad apples, them gone. But when these people come in at politics, what they come in at politics for do? What they really come in at politics for do? Because they say they come in to make representation. This is not representation, This is no representation. This man made no representation for the constituency. And you see, right as this collapse come, boy, the universe not ramping. Right as this collapse come, and if you want to watch the video today, when I upload, on the ear ma tell the journalist say, the woman will get injured, the elderly lady, he must say she not doing too bad. And the man right there, so beside him, say, we don't know that yet. Him not know nothing, And that goes to show you that the man is a natural liar. Meaning, say, him not think twice about the lie them when he tell him, just tell a lie them on a business. It's like a disorder or a disease, me no know. But the man just blurt out the lie. And the brother beside him, you can't tell say they don't happy with him representation because the brother beside him say, we don't know that yet. Because I'm ready to tell the journalist say the woman is not injured badly. Him no know nothing at all. Nothing him no know. This man is a dangerous man, people. The more I get to know and learn about this man, the more creepy it gets. Creepy. Like, you just stand there and tell a lie just like that? And that's just one example. But what happened with the collapse leads us to an even deeper revelation. If you haven't watched the upload that I did today, you want to watch it after this program. We learn, say, Mark Golding and Peter Bunting invested in and contributed, provided $20 million to the Bahamas government. But me have to take time talking, and I have to tell you now why me have to take time talk. And then now, after this, I'm going to explain to you why the PNP was so eager, rushing Anjo. I walk and tell a whole heap of lie for Anjo. Going to the diaspora and tell BLI for rush Anjo for call general election. Me soon tell him. Me soon reach that part there. Wanna sit down good. So after the collapse now, I start to gather some information now and say, the man out there talk about government building and government this. So me I look over Bahamas now and say, him and Bunting provided $20 million for this big housing development, guys. If you don't watch the video, when you don't go see it. Look here, sir. 200 homes, 2 and 3 bedroom homes. Me Jesus. Housing development in the Bahamas. Mark Golding and Peter Bunting as opposition leader. I want to say, when we're talking about conflict of interest, you have some look at those people. I can address them to you. In a short while, I can address them. But, see it there? Phase 1 of the 200 homes. Now, these are men, who make billions of dollars of politics through the PNP, You understand? And with that, the kind of money where they make, them not even would have say, all right. Like I will make one piece of money off a PNP. We will try and give back or do a little something for the people, the PNP people. Because PNP constituency collapsed yesterday. But them not charitable. Them just gravelicious. Want everything for themselves. And that's why they destroy PNP, so. After everything what happened good for them, even though it was done unethically. So they make money off of the PNP and then carry the money. Go over Bahamas, go bill. Me, Jesus, I first me see this. Then get busted, man. Trust me, then get busted. And that's why tonight now, wanna see the thumbnail look like this. Because I don't know how them are going to talk to Andrew now. How them tell me how. Somebody tell me in the comment how they're going to talk to Andrew. Because Andrew, let me see, Andrew only below how much house? Over 2,000 or 3,000 house? The taxpaying Jamaica people money. Over 2,000 or more house. Me soon get the figure. Hold on. So Andrew as Prime Minister built homes in Jamaica for Jamaicans. And Mark Golding as opposition leader built homes in Bahamas for Bahamians. Wanna talk to me now, people? Let me see what I say in a comment here. So this can't real. Me never see this in Jamaica yet. I know politics yet. But this showing something already, Historian and PNP member, PNP stalwart. One man named Arnold Bertram. When Bunting and Golding went to challenge the PNP in 2019, Arnold Bertram warned the party and put it out public in the paper. Say, there is a conflict of interest that we've never seen before. I must find that article and revise it. We don't know. Mr. Arnold talk about the conflict of interest about Bunting and Golding with their financial dealings and the things that they do, and being in charge or wanting to be in charge of a political movement where they're gonna be appointing or they're gonna be the people we are run and in charge of the finance ministry. So Mr. Bertram was saying that is a conflict of interest. He doesn't even have the decency to cut all ties with those financial dealings that he does. Neither did Peter Bunting. These men cannot be in the politics and doing what they're doing at the same time. because there's a conflict of interest. Nobody is against, investment and investment banking and whatever the hell they do. Nobody is against that. They can go be a capitalist and do what they do, you know, outside of the politics. But where there's such a huge conflict of interest, it shouldn't happen. And that's why I say the IC have to go down because, you know my call out there sitting here. Let me show you something. What Mark Golding go do over Bahamas, it was not supposed to be made public. It was supposed to be a secret, And a man bust it out, Mr. Thompson, one of the politicians them over Bahamas, him bust it out in the parliament. Him bust it out. Impose about 40 questions to the government over there and I try inquire about how this money something go. And he said, this is not supposed to be a secret. See there, 20 million housing financing shouldn't be secret deal. So Mark Golding go over there, go make a secret deal and I tell the people them say, don't load up the thing because I'm the opposition leader now. So don't load up the thing. Even in the parliament, somebody them over there, she deny, say, a proven wealth and the other financial organization put up the money. Them that hush it over there, the man boss it. So Mark Golding know where me that do. But they say what happening and the dark must come out to light. Look at some people. See me, gone over Bahamas and a style. Him and the Angela Brownberg she. So we don't know if he go over there. This is last year, We don't know if him go over there in the capacity of opposition leader or if him went over there in the capacity of conducting his personal financial deal and business under the pretense of diplomacy. You understand me? I say, you see the conflict of interest now? Now, let me show you what this idiot here said to me on social media. And may I show this for a reason, because I know say you're going to have a couple of other idiots who are listening in silence. Me not talk about JPU people, Me I talk about the local for people them a follow Mark Golding. Me know they silently over here listening at night time. So here this a fool here now. Mark is an investor. Investors invest wherever there's advantage or whatever. He's not robbing taxpayer and investing in another country. So Andrew a thief and him say we a look company. Now this fool, him probably not even graduate primary school. You cannot explain conflict of interest to people like these who don't have any brain. They will never get it. And this is why I don't like poverty and I don't like when people are robbed of an education. How do you explain conflict of interest to somebody who is so ignorant, shallow-minded, undereducated? No disrespect to anybody. But he sees it as Mark Golding didn't use Jamaica people money. There's a conflict of interest. When you are a diplomatic person, whether you're opposition leader or your government, when you are dealing with another country in that capacity, you're supposed to deal with that country on behalf of the country you are representing. And that's it. You're not supposed to deal with that the country there. On a personal thing, a side deal thing, and a backdoor thing. You cannot do that. At the same thing, they lock up the man up in New Jersey for what him name again? I remember what name, One Spanish man. Democrat too. And their own party should be out. It get from bad to worse till him start all collect money. Hide in him house about the FBI running upon him. Because you can't do that when you're representing a country. So uno see them people in no regard for Jamaica. Andrew did a film house in a one company over St. Lucia, you know. And when Andrew became prime minister, he had to bring him house come back to Jamaica. Because Andrew, I don't know if you would need a lawyer to tell him that, but it's common sense that when you are representing Jamaica in the capacity of prime minister or opposition leader, you cannot do what other people do. You just can't. So, them people ain't have no regard for Jamaica and Jamaicans. The man busted. Jesus Father, I can't believe it. Eh? When me hear him say, today journalists say, the people them get evacuated so that the building can fix. People, this can fix? No, me have to take bad things make laugh. Want to tell me if this can fix? You can't fix that? No, you can't fix that. You cannot fix that. You have to condemn them something here. You can't put back people in this. This building has done its time. There has been no upkeep. And it did it from when? Much decades. Meanwhile, over in Bahamas, see it here? See where I build up here? I build up a much house? 200 Bahamian. So wanna talk to me nice now. Wanna tell me now, if this a man come about Jamaica, which part of him come about Jamaica? Me play one video, so hold on there. Cause me the second guess myself, I say, the figure, the number of houses where the government erected since they came in. Hold on. Let me see if I this.
Minister Mackenzie, you have done 168 indigent housing. Under the new social housing program, we are over 310 houses now that we are giving. They don't pay a cent, the families, for them. Just giving to families who are poor, giving to families who are victims of fire and other natural disasters, upgrading some settlements.
Yeah. I don't think that is inclusive of the amount of homes that were given out since 2017. And when somebody tell me in the comment when the social housing program started in Jamaica, I want to say it was 2017. I think it was 2017. I don't remember. But I tried to get a figure today, but I didn't get it because I wanted to know what was the total amount of homes that were allocated to the disabled, the elderly, the indigent population in the country. And eventually, I mean, what happened in South St. Andrew? The government is going to have to find a place to put these people. I believe the number of families on this building is about 48. I think about 48 families. So, I don't know if they're going to knock down this structure and use the land space. I don't know what they're going to do. But they have to do something. Okay? Because nobody else will. Not out of the goodness of their heart. How much billions of dollars they get out of the PNP. And that's why I'm telling you, say, you know. You see, PNP supporters, and I don't give a crap. 99% of them. Then we sit down there and make a politician then walk on their head. They will make a politician then drag them in a mud. They will make a politician them take advantage and disadvantage of them. They will make a politician them vomit upon them. And they sit down and live in a mud like hog. Me no care, no. I chew me attack. And when you see them blow trumpet and call election, the same incompetent, good for nothing politician them, are them same one then go vote for. Yeah, man, they no call them out. And one time me ever hear the PNP as a collective call out them here worthless leader. And I went, at which meeting? At one meeting where it happened after one election. Me soon tell you no, I went. But the whole of them come together and said that the party no longer serves them because only a handful of well-connected are benefiting beneficiaries. And they were referring to Mark Golding and Peter Bunting. That's who they were referring to. And at the only time I see them going at NEC meeting go talk something makes sense. And they spoke the truth. They say, quote, it's only a few capitalists well-connected are benefiting. And I don't like say, they made us say, boy, they want no hands out, you know. The political institution and those representing the political parties, they are supposed to be making representation for the people. So the taxpaying people in the country, them expect them political parties and their representatives to be making representation for them. So it is not like them want a handout. These people right here where you see, the Bunting and the Golding, are them come in and get handout. Are them are the real handout people in the country where the politics is concerned. Because of them alone come make billions off of politics. So are them are the handout set of people them. Are them are the handout set of people them. You tell me if me right or me wrong, no man. The poor people them only a say, we are follow back at uno. We are vote for uno. We are support uno. But only them are people here. Them are people here. We say them are politician and them are represent. And them one, them are capitalists and them one come in and a benefit one to we. But anybody else, the labor right them, the non-affiliated people them see wrongs, them are go talk out. Who not do the work, them are go burn them out. Right? And that's how it's supposed to be. But see, you know, me say, I hope the whole of the people in the South St. Andrews see them a video here because we are supposed to be the vanguards of information and give out the proper information. You see the video we put up today, guys, with the video we put up today with the house them, the over 200 house them. Mark Golden put him $20 million for bill over Bahamas. Me put it in our WhatsApp group. And when me put it in there, boy, I tell you now. One elderly comrade, him call me troublemaker, you know. He say me a troublemaker. He say me's a dangerous woman. He not talk to me much. He used to talk to me before, but he not talk to me much. Because him say, me's a woman does start the truth and not care. And when me put the video in the group, hear him now. Is it true that this is taking place? Yeah, man, it's true. Because you know, when I come out contact false news, it is true that Mark Golding, the member of parliament for South St. Andrew, where they made a dilapidated structure there, put 20 million over Bahamas into building a most modern, renaissance, wonderful, safe, what them call it, subdivision. See there? It is true. Him couldn't believe it. Father God, no sir. Him couldn't believe it. Me say, yeah, it's true. You know we not talk foolishness. We not do foolishness. It's true. But some of uno, me sorry for uno. And so me tell him, me say, me sorry for uno. Because same like how the people them want uno fi fool and taunted. I saw no fool and taunted. And when the truth lick uno like a ton of bricks, uno come ask about is it true if this is taking place. I shock, you know. I shock take him. Him couldn't believe, say, Golden, wouldn't I build up this beautiful, I help build up this beautiful subdivision way over in the Bahamas. And when you're looking at film constituency, not even your dog, you don't want to stay in a some part around there. For true. What can go some man, the man ashamed? Me coulda sleep good at night time for no say. When you say you're a representative of the people, you know, and you serve your constituency, you know, them whenever watch how some real members of parliament operate and how they work with the people, they become your family, you know. They're not just people go they go vote for you when they call election, you know. The people them where you serve, they become your family, your extended family. And you are them backbone, and you are them loudspeaker, you talk for them, and you represent them, and you are their lawyer, you are their everything. So me no know how this man sleep at night time knowing say when him go in him constituency and look at the living condition and look at the situation where they all long. Me I wonder if him just look on the constituency and just say, you know what, this is a give up place. I want give up place this, you know, but I try with their so. And him just know say I saw the people in born and so them are dead. So him nobody try to improve their quality of life. But hey, there's an opportunity for investment in the Bahamas where we can build, you know, some 200 homes and we can collect a nice piece of money, man. Nice little investment. So what is the relationship? Play the video from the Bahamas. You know, so me that try to upload it, but it never work. Me I go try again. Thank you, Mikhail. So you know, say back to the question now with the little idiot man. Away they see it here. Where the man say Mark Goldie never use taxpayer money, like say him not understand where conflict are in. You know, me no bother explain it to them the people. Me find out say they done so. Me no bother. Me no bother. Me not have the patience for it anymore. So what is the relationship now between Mark Golding and the government of Bahamas? Him not supposed to have them a relationship with them as opposition leader of Jamaica. Him don't supposed to have them a relationship with them. Suppose something happen and the Bahamas default upon the loan or some problem. How does that work? As leader, let us say that Mark Golding becomes prime minister and Bahamas got default upon the loan and baga and problems start. How does that work? Arnold Bertram talk it. Him talk it 2019. The conflict of interest that exists. The conflict of interest that exists. Mark Golding gained his wealth in Bunting for the People's National Party and them earn them not earn, sorry, them get, because there's a difference between earning and getting. Them not earn nothing. Them unscrupulous and them unethical. And because him face red, him feel like say nobody's going to question him. And that is the thing with Jamaica now. The man over the IC, where the man named Mr. Panton and them people there, what kind of integrity them a deal with? That more want to know. Because somebody figure protest up at the IC office, them no make sense, Them no make no sense. So me just want to say to the government of Jamaica, the government of Jamaica who is doing right by the people, who know say, them a build house, them a build homes, communities, improving the quality of life for the people of Jamaica. That's where their priority lies. I don't care who vex. When this a government here, forget bring down of right as of first it a go happen, because we not put up with slackness over here, so. But we're not adverse to talking about the goodness and the good things, because we're not bad mind neither. So may I say to the government of Jamaica, especially Andrew Holness, when them come and attack in your face, make sure say you tell the Jamaican people say, we build house, yes sir. We use the taxpayer money wisely and we build homes here at home. Whether you're JLP, PNP or no P, this is where we build homes. Because we care. Them build homes in the Bahamas, them cannot talk to we. Which summer? Them can't talk to we no summer at all. Which holiday? Andrew wants to come put out the amount, put out the number. The amount of homes that were built and allocated to the indigent people and the different groups of people. Put out the figure how much from the time it start to date. And we know some more homes are going to be allocated until the next election is called. Social housing program. So when them trying to talk in your face, Andrew, make sure say you tell them say, you cannot talk to me. I work for the Jamaican people. No government from outside of here cannot come call no shots for me and influence me. Me represent Jamaica people. Me not in nobody pockets and nobody not in our minds. So me billion so for the Jamaican people. Them go bill abroad and can't chat away. Right there, so. Because I no one over here listen to, And that's all right. Can you imagine? You make so much money. Play it from my channel without upload it. Me have the video in my phone, I could have played the audio if that's what you're saying. I can do that. But, well, me have the picture them I can show you too. I saw a nice house. One nice little subdivision. Let me see if I can play it. And when I go here, meantime the house them a collapse and crumble over South St. Andrew. Una hear where the Prime Minister and the housing people them over Bahamas. Listen to what them have to say. Oh, they glad and feel good about making sure say for them people. That's what you see. When you come in say you represent your people, them represent your country, Your country come first and your people them come first, You understand? That's so the thing said. Because the people them elect you to represent them. So this no look good pan them. Fisi then gone over one other country and build up a much house. I know for them constituency favor World War II. Well on there. Here ya.
Keith Bell says of Housing and Urban Renewal Keith Bell says another group of families will soon complete their journey to home ownership. 28 families. 28 families received the keys to their new homes on Thursday as the Davis administration celebrates a key moment in phase one of the Renaissance subdivision project. Minister of Housing and Urban Renewal Keith Bell says another group of families will soon complete their journey to home ownership. Today, 28 families, 28 keys will be presented to new homeowners here in Renaissance. Shortly, a further 23 homes will follow, and the contractor has assured that the remaining 144 homes will be delivered at a sustained pace over the next months. In 2022, the government unveiled plans to build 200 homes as part of phase one of the Renaissance at Carmichael. Phase one is expected to include 104 single-family homes with 2 and 3 bedrooms and 8 two-story condo buildings housing 12 units each. Bell admits the project was not without its challenges. From navigating the complexities of the site conditions to contending with the pressures of global inflation. Yet, through steadfast dedication and collaborative effort, and through the grace of God, we stand ready to complete phase one of this project. The housing minister added the government's rent-to-own program will extend to units in the Renaissance subdivision. They are expected to be completed and ready for occupancy later this year. Prime Minister Philip Davis said the Renaissance at Carmichael represents progress. As we maintain our focus on reducing the cost of living and creating more opportunities for Bahamians, affordable home ownership is an essential component of our blueprint for a fairer and more prosperous Bahamas. Meanwhile,
A more prosperous Bahamas. So South St. Andrew want a prosperity. My gosh. What can go so? Eh? I want thing me I say. The government, the one have to do for the people them here. Because them are go member. The one have to do for the people them. Oh, tonight, some of them can't dep on the building. And some of them might be afraid, but they not know where else to go. And then brave it and sleep in there. Everything a blow up in their face, people. Everything a blow up in their face. So well on they know. When Mark Golden go tell the people them for hold it down. The minister say the something they shouldn't be a secret deal. The man go cut secret deal and things. Things so when they want to go find out. You know look good upon him. Eh? I wonder if this make Bunty in a hideout from when. No, sir. This scary you. So when them talk now about Andrew this and Andrew that, who Andrew they go cut side door deal with? If you go build up them country and build up them people and build up them community. Them people, I would them a try style, eh? Yes, you say them come with them, what you call it now? Them come with them slave master style. Come in here when I talk, you know. Andrew is supposed to always be seen as the devil, wicked thief, everything. Nobody never come in a politics con style Andrew so. Like what Mark Golden do. Remember me telling you. I see some of the Jamaican people. When I see some of you, no whole heap of you, but some of you we take on the mouth and speak ill of the Prime Minister and you not have no evidence. When people do wrong and say them are government and them are politician, we're not supposed to condone that. We're supposed to call them out. But some Jamaican, because of politics, una follow back as some fool. And una come and say some things about the Prime Minister and una have no evidence. Like, you see, uno, the blood of Jesus against uno, and uno sell out to slave them from when. Uno. If you ever call somebody thief and bring down somebody, come with your evidence, man. But because when you hear the Englishman attack, so una follow. When you come like some underdeveloped picnic who just repeat things when them hear big people talk. When you go sit down, man, you not big people. When you can never be big people, because you're not conscious in yourself. When you're not conscious in yourself, look how Andrew work. Look how the man work for try to improve the quality of life of the most vulnerable people. Them Andrew have time for thief? Eh? Him have time for thief? What else some honest think and what other and brighting? No, sir. Portia, me never hear Portia disrespect Andrew yet. Them have them look a political spot, which is normal, but it was never anything out of order, anything where disrespectful and them sitting there. No, it was never like that. And if you no wish to talk the truth, whether you're JLP, PNP or no, if you wish to talk the truth, that never took place. Never. Peter Phillips did ask where Andrew get him house or how Andrew get him house. Some people found that disrespectful. Other people say, you know what? Andrew is accountable to the people. So if him know him get him house properly, then present whatever evidence are. And as a matter of fact, you're supposed to have these things transparent before you even get into office. But sometime in a Jamaica, we do things kind of slack. Right? So there has been no evidence from anybody, even from them time there. Say Andrew was involved in any thieving and them sitting there. But Mark Golding come out brawling now. I call the man dishonest. I tell the man about to step down about this and that and thieving and them something. Mark Golding the most dishonest man in the world. Look what him do over Tarrington Park yesterday. Stand up front of the journalist and I tell the people them say, the woman will get hurt, she not hurt too bad, and him don't know nothing. Him don't know nothing. And if I never feel, the local man will stand up beside him to correct him. Because the man says a lie, I tell. The man will stand up beside him. See man there. The man says a lie, I tell. And the man say, no, we don't know that yet. We do not know that yet. Who tell you that? We don't know our condition yet. Right in front of the cameraman, and go on back go watch it. So the man pick up same a liar instantly, put him in a place. Look how they melt down the economy and there's something. They can't talk to anybody. They can't talk to nobody. No, I want to say something to let her plug in this computer. Cause I really want to say something to Daryl Vaz. Cause I see one look at something and I say, boy, Jesus, that not look good. Hold on there, guys. Hold on. Plug in the computer. Yeah. So only know say the meeting keep down East and West Portland yesterday. Yeah, Sunday. And it was well attended, very well attended. I think they needed a bigger venue because if you're gonna combine the two constituencies, you can't use one high school, you need one bigger venue. But anyway, there's something keep on rare. And me see them a play the Chichiman song. Me not laugh, you know. Me see them a play the Chichiman song. And me I say, you know, don't do that. And the reason why I say don't do that is because I understand say the PNP will not deal with now. I sound look a dirty people them. I'm not say that lightly. The Dayton Campbell, this big lobamouth, you know, this big draws, all them something there. You know them big careless girl there where all them do a walk in an argument with people and just loud and no decorum and them something there, big girl, Dayton Campbell. Me understand say big girl go up on the platform, go talk up some sitting and disrespectful and all them something there. But you don't have to do what him do. Don't do what him do. Because you see the politics reach a one stage and now it don't safe. It don't safe. You already sue him because him say I murdered Daryl Vaz and him talk some others or something. Him say you don't, you can't read and write. Me no know if Isaac said anything disrespectful, but if me hear say it, it wouldn't surprise me because him did go talk on platform say Paula Llewellyn, the DPP, must go suck a D, which was unwarranted. But you see, when you have immature, small-minded, small-brain people, they do stuff like that just because they disagree with someone. They don't have the maturity to disagree with someone and still walk away with a handshake. They don't mature it. Like Dayton now is an underdeveloped person. Them say men develop a little slower than woman, but Dayton Campbell should be at a stage right now where he's mature enough and know how to conduct himself. But you see, when them don't meet that milestone, them need to go and get psychiatric evaluation. Him and one of them, and some others of them like PNP. So what may I say is, don't do like what them do. For them head sick, So don't do like what them do, right? I start have to face the people. And I'm gonna face the people as a representative of the PNP. So if Dayton Campbell walk and do them kind of something there, I see cartel jump ship on them, and L.A. Lewis walk up and down and hook up and kiss up Babsy and them sitting there. The people them see some gimmicks, papi show or something. You understand? So you no need for make selector play the Chichiman song and them something. They don't do that. Don't be the one to do that. Because the truth of the matter is, the people have to decide if they want a person of a certain sexuality to represent them. That's the people's decision. I don't think that should be used as a campaign attack or anything like that. I don't think so. It better the Govt they got talk about. Better the Govt they got talk about him convictions. Because politics is also about character, You could have done that, but I don't think it's necessary to go there about people's sexuality. The people then will decide ISAT is what. And then we decide if they want him to represent them. But the gutter sniping, leave that to PNP. Them for them style that. I'm not think Anne-Marie Rivers style that neither. I can't play out the whole of the song so because I don't want get in a problem. Yeah, no bother with that. No bother with that. Don't do that. Enough things they for talk about. Whole heap of things they for talk. We can come out here tomorrow with 21 something for talk about. Where them people are concerned. Them first of all, them need one party. And them certainly don't embody the People's National Party as we know it. There's such a misfit that I think maybe about 70% of the PNP base has left because of them. Women have left because of them. They're vile. We know that. Some of them feel like say, that's something that we'd use in the dance hall now. And them need dance hall, And them need dance hall to survive through this election cycle and period. The JLP don't need dance hall. So only nobody full up on a meeting with this heap of dancehall and rare. When the people them come at the meeting, then the people them for know say a serious thing them come there for deal with. PNP them are some gimmicks people right now. Gimmicks, right true, that's it, not more. People not agree with me? Talk it short. No, them never sink as low as the PNP, but of course, if it continues, it's gonna get worse. Okay, I don't agree with No, I know Anne-Marie was Dayton called Dunce, of our husband. Him said the husband can't read a proper sentence and them something there. And I don't agree with you in calling Portia Dunce either. I don't agree with that. And this is why it is not a good idea to go down this road, because it is going to be a tit for tat. It's always going to be a disrespect. You see them said disrespect begets disrespect. And when the PNP allowed Dayton Campbell to speak on their platform, that has become the nature of our local politics. But you see, Mark Golding, you don't have to. It's not a people them will deal with people with decorum. And they were warned never to put this guy on the platform. But don't you see? They're like the plague. They're like a cancerous cell that just keeps multiplying. You look at them, you see destruction. Dayton's supposed to be about mostly 40 years old or 39. Him look like 90. You know, sister, they're not set right, man, and not no way at all. These are the people when they must sleep at night time. Demons are ride them and depend them, because of the wickedness that they do. They can never look fresh and clean. So, you not have to do what them do. Talk about, you see? You have a smart, Talk about when you go up on a platform, instead of fear call them chichiman and them something there. Talk about the fact that they have no record of performance. Dayton Campbell has no record of performance. That's why he got voted out and cannot go back to his constituency. Isaac Buchanan has no record of performance either in politics and in serving a constituency and a people. He has none. He's just coming into representational politics. The only record of performance he has was to represent cartel with a group of lawyers at the Privy Council. That is certainly not the same as serving people in the form of representing an entire constituency. You first have to have people skills and them something there. The People's National Party in the state that and condition it's in now, everybody run gone left them will have substance. Them not have no substance. Them not no plan. The only thing them do are trace. One could have do that's creative. One could have make one man come out in a orange, in a dress like one cheerleader. One must have one man who could have do that. Make them come out like Dayton Campbell. But put on one orange, you know them cheerleader skirt there? And put on one bloomers underneath it. And make them come out dress up like one girl. And them sitting on the fiddle. That is who they are. Or make one somebody come out, come preach like the pastor will pray upon them and say, we pray against this grace. Them look a style there. Because that are the condition they want some shampoo. That is the condition where they're in right now. But if you play the same game like where them play, it just not make no sense. The people them fi know say none of them can talk to nobody because the people them vote them out for a reason. All who a chat get vote out. Then get vote out. Put up the three of them together. Bunting, Golden, Date, and Campbell. Put them up on the screen and ask the people them one question. What have they done to help develop Jamaica? Not a thing. As a matter of fact, how they came to fame in the politics is for overthrowing their leader. That's how they came to fame. What have Dayton Campbell, Mark Golden, and Peter Bunting done for Jamaica in all their years in politics, in PNP politics? Not much. These figures have mostly made a name for themselves by engaging in internal power struggle rather than contributing positively to the country's development. Their most notable achievement in politics seems to have been the successful overthrow, like I said, of their leader, our former leader, Dr. Peter Phillips. A move that only deepened the division within the People's National Party, rather than moving the country forward. Since then, they have largely become known for their antagonistic behavior, creating more noise than substance in the political arena. Rather than focusing on policy solution or offering constructive alternatives, they have chosen to be troublemakers, spreading disinformation, stoking fear, and engaging in character assassination, all while attempting to undermine the sitting Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. Now, if what they're saying about Andrew Holness is true, then certainly we don't have a problem with it. But it's all lies to destroy people's character and reputation because they have none. Their actions have often bordered on reckless, attempting to destabilize the Jamaican government for political gain. They have shown little regard for decency, ethics, or the importance of maintaining the integrity of the political institution they claim to represent. And let me just tell you, it seems their primary goal is not to serve the people of Jamaica, but rather to further their own political agendas by any means necessary, including damaging the reputation of their opponents and sowing division among the electorate. Them want Labour right and PNP if you cuss one another and bring down one another. That's the kind of politics that they do. That's what they do all over social media. Divisive. And they don't even have the majority of the people. Furthermore, when it comes down to these people in the leadership of the PNP and the party hierarchy, particularly I'm talking about these same three guys, Golden, Bunting, Date, and Campbell. The way they appoint their candidates, not chosen by the people, the way they appoint their candidates. It's raised concerns among people within the party. That's why they can't have any unity or stability. It's as though anyone with the right connections, regardless of their qualifications, can be thrusted into positions of power. That's dangerous, leading to lack of accountability and responsibility within the party. That's been the complaint. Dayton Campbell, for example, was ousted alongside Peter Bunting, both of whom had become increasingly unpopular within their own party. What can go so, people? And them people want contact. So me lose off for some of them MP too. Why is it that Daryl Vaz and Anne-Marie Vaz and Dayton Campbell in an argument? Eh? Why? Bad to bad, Bunting have look a shame, Sometimes when the pressure reach him, and when people start talk about him in political record that doesn't exist, when people start to talk them something, they are angling. See him for 1, 2, 3 months in Gaga hide. Yes, it's true. Sometimes he just go hide. Shame. They have become increasingly unpopular within their own party. Of course, me see this. Mark Golding, also unpopular, bought the PNP, bought the leadership of the PNP by making promises of financial gain to party workers, claiming he had already raised, he told them, $10 million in funds for them. Not go so. This transactional approach to leadership has led to criticisms of Golding's rise to, I don't even call it politics or leadership because it's neither. This materialistic transactional sort of thing. It hasn't gained any legs for them. It has brought them nowhere. Guys, if you're just joining, please hit the like button. In the grand scheme of things, you see the actions of Dayton, Golding, and Bunting. In the grand scheme of things, now that they claim to be running something, they have not contributed to any meaningful policy changes or national development. When we ask ourselves, how have they contributed to national development? How have they contributed to, their constituencies? Make we not even talk about national development, because I think that's too prestigious of a phrase to apply to them. So let's just say how they contributed to their constituencies. They have no record of performance. Zero. Look at the crime in Manchester right now. Peter Bunting's legacy. Manchester was a peaceful parish before he went there. That is a fact. Dayton constituency, what is the legacy? Let's not even go there. Mark Golding constituency, what is the legacy? Collapse. They know no legacy. Sometimes I feel wonder what they do with the constituency fund. The money what they get to deal with the people and business, what they do with it. Me here say when Rhoda Crawford come in at how much $1 million, Bunting never spend. Because what? Him did busy at overthrow him leader. So him never have no time to deal with the people and business. Dayton Campbell, I don't know when to do with the money. I don't know. Some investigation needs to be done, but Karen, it talks on sitting. Poopa Jesus. What they do with the money? They have contributed nothing. And they will contribute nothing. That's why the people them vote them out. So instead of making any meaningful contribution to their communities and constituencies, they seem more interested in manipulating internal party dynamics and weakening the country's political institution. On a more serious note, that's what they do. If their legacy is any indication, it reflects a brand of politics defined by division, opportunistic behavior, and personal ambition, rather than a genuine commitment to the welfare of the Jamaican people. That's it. And we can sum it up in 2 words: no substance. No substance. You put them in a government, then don't do nothing. They out of government, then worse than I do nothing. At them the time they head take them. Then can compose themselves when they're in opposition. They would have killed for power. No, sir. Satan let up on Jamaica. But let me tell you something. It's going to be a glorious day when we look out at our political arena and there is no more data, no more golding, no more bunting. It is going to be a glorious day. Really. Mm-hmm. Aside from this though, guys, I want to tell you about Donald Trump, you know, because I saw me see the Spanish news tonight. They were at I think they were at the boxing game the other night. And lo and behold, Donald Trump confirmed that he plans to use the military for mass deportation. The day after the election, I spoke about this extensively on this platform, saying that people who are undocumented in this country are people who may not be a citizen because they're not too bright when it comes down to immigration, you know. Then we all take up people with green card and deport them, you know, because I see them do it already, you know. I see when them say Muslim ban, all who have all them green card visit them family couldn't come back into the country. Them don't understand immigration. So I'm just gonna say this. Yes, non-citizens, make sure say on secure on yourself. And to be honest with you know, if me dey in another country and now illegally, or if me never have no papers in another country here, you know me that just bend my mind from right now and start prepare for go home. Because it's not gonna get any easier for undocumented people in this country. So that's what I would do. Because Donald Trump campaigned on deporting people. You don't think he's going to do it? He's going to do it. I'm going to do it. It might turn out to be very catastrophic because when you set out to do such an extreme thing like that, you are going to affect your workforce. The workforce is going to be affected in this country because you got people here doing work that only certain people will do. Cause even me, certain work me not do. I've paid my dues in this country. And I've set up myself in a way that I don't have to do any work. So when them take that from the workforce. Because even some of them who go, they go campaign, but send them home and deport them. Some of them are business owner too. And them are going to see something when they not nobody for do their work. So when him say I'm going to draft for the military, US no normally draft for them military to use in a them country, you know. But them people are head not good, you know. They're not business, you know. So this is the situation right now. This is the situation. Some of them we go vote for him. Some of the Hispanic them. I bet you say them have family members, some of them were undocumented. And through them, and then go vote. Some of them family are going to get sent home. So it go. That's how it is. Let's see what else. I thought this was interesting as well, guys. Me see them. Yes, the right now too. Some of them sitting here we say a poll and poll. Me not. One poll start in I think Iowa. She said she done with polls because she must go do one poll, and where she say and also the outcome, although a poll is a snapshot of time, but she was so off that she said she done with polling, and Donald Trump said she must be investigated because the poll she runs said he was going to lose bad and he win must say by 13%. So he must say she forget investigated. The president-elect of the United States, I said poll stuff. God, boy, I mean, I know. You say if that era, that political era in America not done fast, me ever start think about moving to another country. Yes, man. Yeah, you have some country. One of the time me that think about Australia, And I think Sweden and Denmark. Those countries over there. I would never live in England. I would never live in England. But anyway, this says US adults who would like to see immigration to the US decrease. Move this out of the way. So in 2023, them say a 41% felt that way. And of course, with the election and more anti-immigrant sentiment, and also some of the blame have to go upon Joe Biden too. Because for as long as them left that the border they open, God Almighty, man, me didn't want Harris for win and me vote for Harris and me campaign for Harris. But what go on with the border opening that long? That was so wrong. So wrong. And you would have to know, say, as an election is on the horizon, that was going to come back to haunt you. So, 2024, 55% of people say that them want to see the immigration situation decrease. At 318 million people, a good old 320 million, At 320 million people in America, guys. America is one of the biggest immigration population. And I don't think America is really against people migrating here. I think the problem is that's something there at the border, man. The border something there. Left the border wide open. You can't do that, man. No, what that? Did you know Obama deported more persons than Trump when he was in power? Me not think Obama take up people who are legal and deport them, yo. Obama never take up nobody who are legal and deport them, you know. Remember said Trump, when him first came in, the first time, and he said, I put the Muslim ban. How the heck are you going to ban an entire religious denomination? You cannot do that. He wasn't even thinking about who the legal or illegal. You can't attack people based on religion. So, not come over here so come about your compare Obama to Trump. Don't do that, because nobody over here son of dance. The people voted for change of the country. Was better they wouldn't have put him in power. It's evident he was better for the people. Them said Donald Trump mostly appeal to the people them who are undereducated, you know. Whoa, so what about Jamaica that you speak so much about? You're asking, would I move back to Jamaica? Personally speaking, for me to move back to Jamaica, it would take a lot of planning. You know, it would take a lot of planning because I would not and I could not work for somebody in Jamaica. So I would have to think of a business plan, you know? So it would really depend on whether I'm in the mood at that point in my life to start a business. While I can move to, another country and continue doing what I do for a living. I don't have to be forced into, stuff like that. But I'm not saying that because I'm anti-Jamaican. No. It's just that I would have to think of a different lifestyle. So I am not discouraging anybody from moving back to Jamaica or whatever. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat. Dan Anderson need to be invested. Look here, man. Dan Anderson need to be banned from the polling committee. The polling community must show about Dan Anderson for come down now. That's what him need for do because at Jamaica alone, me say, politician, peer pollster, for the poll for say them a do well. Boy, I mean, like some, you see, at them something here, Jamaica must change up them folly grounds, Because how can that happen? But you know what? Luckily, it goes to show say and everybody a fool still. Because me don't know but from me see what Dan Anderson go do over St. Lucia, but we no business with Dan Anderson again. Dan Anderson. No, sir. I can't laugh. From we see what the man got St. Lucia go do. Me not think there is anybody in this world who would have look on Dan Anderson and take him serious. I mean, if it works, it works. But I mean, nobody really. All right. So I think that is it for tonight, guys. I'm not going to stay much longer. Good night. Who done it? Why someone come here with some near me, man? Oh, God, man. Yeah. So, guys, we will catch up tomorrow. Uno can go watch the video. Oh, wait, the seat here. Uno need to go watch this video here so you can get the full information about the house where them are built overseas and want contact to the Prime Minister of Jamaica who is building Jamaica. You see the man where they rob in a Finsack? The man they go get one house now, him and him daughter. Although him health suffer, but better late than never, one of them know that shit way. Him going to get a house. And you see the people them, when that building there, I am sure that the government and the housing authority people are gonna do the right thing. Meanwhile, Golden and Bunting them is going to continue to dash them 20 million and them money there, where they make off of politics and off a sweetheart deal off of PNP. Them going to continue to build up other countries and sit down in our good parliament of Jamaica like them are somebody. Anyway, guys, make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Make sure you're sharing our channel with your friends. Good night, be safe, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care.